Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a great Monday. It's super cold outside. Not a fun day to spend some time outside. Obviously, Hannah's back in the building. She's now going to be on the noon show. So today's your first day for that.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember ever looking at my Facebook back in August, she was job shadowing. So we're kind of reuniting right now.
Yep.
And you'll see us more often together. So
Yeah.
we're going to get right into the forecast once I pull it in. Oop. Nope. Wonder where the forecast is. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. So we're going to start off with our temperatures. If you have any questions, comments, drop them off in the comment section. I'll get to them as we go, or we'll take a look at the end. So obviously, we're off to a very cold start this morning.
Yeah.
I believe that we'll probably hit our coldest temperatures today, this morning, for the rest of the week, because we're tracking a little bit of a warm up.
Yeah.
But it could put a damper on some holiday plans, especially on Friday. So
yeah,
we'll
Friday
get to that at the end.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, very cold today. Wind chill values are in the single digits for most of us. Freiburg's at 10, Rangeley -9. So the wind gusts too today they're not as strong as maybe they will be in the afternoon time, but they've been making our wind chills feel pretty chilly out there.
Yeah, and it's not fun in the morning. -50 on Mount Washington. I have said this so many times. I don't even know what that feels like.
Right.
I don't even know if I want to know what that feels like. So
No.
obviously Mount Washington, the observers up there, they're having a great time because they love stuff like this. But
They do.
Going out to work, going to get the mail in the morning, you probably don't love anything like this. So
No.
it feels like 7 in Portland right now, as Hannah mentioned, -9 up in Rangeley. And the winds too, they're out of the northwest today. So this is why we're
Exactly.
seeing a wind chill. It's
Yeah.
what it feels like on your skin out there. So 10-mile-per-hour winds in Portland, 17 up in Sanford, 13 in Rangeley, and the winds have been moving for a lot of the morning too.
Yeah, and I think gusts might peak at around 30 miles per hour, at least in the Portland area through the afternoon. Right now, you can see some towns are seeing gusts as high as 23 miles per hour, 24 in Bangor, 23 in Sanford and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And we might see some more towns pop up in here through the afternoon as gusts continue out of the northwest.
Yeah, and this specific graphic, I believe that gusts start, your town starts to pop up once they pass around 15 miles per hour or so. So the Portland area below that, at Washington, almost 90, and you can see the mountains where there's some purple. I'm going to draw them out, see if I can draw in here. Probably this area we're gusting at least to the 30s, 35, possibly 40. So I know that's Sugarloaf, I want to say. One of their lifts was on a wind hold. So just know that if you're going skiing or snowboarding today, anyone that maybe there's going to be some wind holds today.
Right.
But I do believe that today's probably going to be the only day that there's going to be a wind hold. But maybe other scenarios a little bit later this week. But yeah, highs today into the teens, into the 20s. Warmest towards the coastline. I really doubt it'll feel like 20 degrees today because of that wind chill.
No, I really don't think we'll feel anywhere near 20.
No, it's going to be a little bit cooler. And we'll talk about the wind chills too in a second here. But of course, heading out the door this morning, just know it's windy, air temperatures into the 20s. There's some snow in the ground, maybe icy on your road. And as Hannah mentioned, wind's pretty strong today.
Yeah. And it really makes it feel a lot colder, and the winds are going to continue. They're going to taper off through the late evening and overnight hours tonight, and that will make wind chill values a little bit better for Tuesday. But yeah, noon and 2 p.m., we're looking at like sustained wind speeds, 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the northwest. Again, gusts up to 30 for most of us.
Yeah, and that's exactly, with those wind chills too. I think the warmest it will feel today is probably around 11 degrees in Portland. Much further inland, try the negatives. So that'll be up towards the mountains. And it's just, if you're working outside today, or if you're outside at all, just give yourself a couple of breaks, maybe some hand warmers, hot coffee. I drink iced coffee year round, so I can't get behind the hot coffee trend.
Do you have the koozie though that you can put your iced coffee in?
So it doesn't. But this time of year, it doesn't start getting watery until the summer.
But it won't feel as cold if you have the.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I use it for.
I'm a nice coffee gal. But yeah, wind chills tonight. I got to get out of the iced coffee talk. I get distracted easily. So, tonight into the overnight hours to Rangeley, very, very cold in the wind chills by tomorrow morning. Nothing compared to what we were waking up this morning. Yeah, still cold in the single digits, but not in the negatives like we are seeing. Right. And, Freiburg's going to be at a positive temperature compared to the negatives that they were waking up with this morning. So as Hannah mentioned, not much of a wind chill tomorrow. That's because the winds won't be as active. Yeah. A little bit later this week, though. I really do think that we're done with the wind chills probably until next week, just because we're tracking a little bit of a warm up. So of course, satellite and radar, very quiet in the Northeast. And that's going to be the trend for today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday too. So throughout much of the afternoon into the evening, very quiet day, not much going on. Maybe some upslope mountain snow showers.
Yeah, definitely possible. I know it's possible again on Wednesday as well.
In the afternoon.
On Wednesday, yep.
We have a front that's moving on through. Let's see if this storm tracker goes out all the way. Some of our storm trackers don't go as far. But 5, 6 o'clock, we'll be tracking some mountain snow showers, and that seems to be the trend. Until we get our next weather maker, which is moving in late Thursday night. So I do want to start off with today on our storm tracker. We have this high that's moving off towards our south. Low pressure associated with a cold front, which is why we're seeing those snow showers on Wednesday. And it's going to be interesting because today we're in the 20s. Tomorrow we're in the 30s. Wednesday we're in the 40s. Then when that cold front moves through, we're going to be back down in the 30s again. And then a warm front's going to move through. We're going to be up in the 50s. So that is a huge temperature difference.
It really
this week.
Is, yeah.
Roller coaster temperatures. You want to talk a little bit about what we're seeing here and how this could put a damper on our holiday plans?
So those temperatures on Friday are in the 50s, which of course means rainfall and not snowfall. So low pressure is moving to our north. It's going to bring a couple of rounds of cold fronts through our area, and rainfall is going to start very early on Friday morning.
See if we can go back.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Rain is going to pretty much last throughout the day into the afternoon and possibly even into the evening hours for some of us. Definitely tapering off then. But as the cold front, the first one moves through and the second one approaches, some things may switch over to snowfall, especially in the mountains. And they could see some mixed precipitation late on Friday. But yeah, rain is going to be the main story for Friday with that warming trend too. And temperatures again, this is when we're out the door on Friday for some of us. Your morning commute temperatures are in the upper 40s for some of us. Definitely grab that rain jacket. It's going to be rainy, and it may even be a windy day too.
Yeah, we're starting to track some, wind gust values. Probably right now, I want to say around 30 to 35. Yeah. Today's Monday. This is something that's going to be happening around lunchtime on Friday. I don't want to put any numbers out there right now, but it does look windy from the south, just because of the angle of the storm moving on through, heavy rain coming down in the afternoon, and just seeing these temperatures compared to today, we're going to be on Friday morning, lots of heavy rain coming down, but these temperatures, such a difference. So once they start cooling down, with that cold front you mentioned, we're going to start tracking snow in the mountains, but also think some models throwing out about a half an inch to an inch of rain. That's going to freeze Friday night. Yeah. And this upcoming weekend, starts the vacation for kids and people who are taking the week off. So holiday shopping, anything like that. Friday night and Saturday morning, really, really icy as all that rain that fell is going to freeze over. So that's a big factor this weekend.
Definitely. And it's definitely going to impact some Saturday travel if you are traveling for the holiday.
Or if you're going up to the mountains to do some skiing and snowboarding, that could be a little bit of a, slippery ride. So keep that in mind as well. And it looks like our colder than normal trend is going to continue for the next 8 to 14 days. This brings us to around 2, 3, 4 days before, the new year. So we're still tracking those colder than normal temperatures and near normal precipitation levels. So that will continue. So just something that we're highlighting. And now we're going to check in with the next 7 days ahead. Once the graphic comes up here. Here we go. All right. So we covered that rain and wind on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, upper 20s. We have some 40s on Sunday, mostly cloudy, but I do think that we're going to see some snow showers further inland. Still about a week out. That is subjected to change. But as of right now, all eyes are on, the cold today, but obviously that Friday situation, because if all that snow melts, is a very low chance of having this white, white Christmas.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to that white Christmas. So hopefully, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that the rain doesn't wash away all of the snow.
Oh no. And next week does look a little active. We don't really know what type of winter precipitation right now. But it does look a little active here.
Yeah.
And so we're taking a look at some of your comments. Christine says, sounds like it can be pretty complicated here. I mean, yeah, it can, especially when we have roller coaster temperatures like this. I'm actually going to go back to the 7-day coast forecast here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also hoping, Christine, that all the snow doesn't go away, because this is the best time of the year to have the snow because of the holidays. You know, Christmas is 1 week. Christmas Day is 1 week from Thursday. So I really hope that, you know, even if all the snow does go away, not only will that impact the skiers and the snowboarders, the resorts, also like, you know, family time as well. So hopefully, you know, we get a couple of active situations next week. So that's what we're seeing right now. But of course, if you have any questions for me, you can find me on Facebook, Emily Santom WGME, and then Instagram, Emily Santom WX. I'm going to have Hannah's Facebook on my Facebook as well. We're going to take a picture later, so you can find her there. You can give her a follow, but she'll be here at noon today.
I will. So yeah, tune into CBS 13. I'll be on the noon today.
Fun. Okay, great. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys all have a fabulous Monday, and I will see you this time next Monday.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels. Thank you for watching.